Okay, everyone. So today we're going to talk about how to complete the conclusion of your essay. So a couple things that you need to have open first. You need to make sure that you have your brainstorm. You need to make sure that you open these instruction slides, and you need to make sure that you open up your document where you're writing. So let's look at our instruction slides. So it says that the three things that I'm going to have in this paragraph are I'm going to restate my claim, I'm going to restate my three supporting details, and I'm going to have a call to action. So basically what your conclusion is just a summary of your essay. So you've talked about a bunch of stuff. The conclusion is just let me summarize the thing that I'm trying to prove, the reasons why I believe that thing, and then the call to action. What do I want you to do now that I've convinced you? Okay? So first thing, you're going to restate your claim. So remember, restate means to say again, but you want to use slightly different words. You don't want to say the same exact thing over and over again. So what was the claim that you picked for your essay? What side? And then don't forget a transition word. So some words that you could use are finally, lastly, accordingly, consequently, as a result, therefore, thus, to sum it all up, all in all, whatever. I'm going to go ahead and use an in conclusion. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to put in conclusion. In conclusion, what? In conclusion, the unfair things that happened to Native Americans was because of bias or financial gain, whatever side you believe. Okay? So in conclusion, or whatever other transition word you want to use, what was the thing that you're trying to prove? In conclusion, it happened because of bias or financial gain. That's it for that one sentence. So go ahead and pause and do that now. Okay. So now that we've come back, oh, actually, hold on. Let me split screen. What am I doing? There we go. Make my life easier. Okay. Oh, no. There we go. So then now I need the three supporting details. So again, the three supporting details are what you wrote in your body paragraphs. They're also in the claim sentences. They're also the reasons that you wrote here. In conclusion, these are the three reasons here, here, and here. So again, using those transition words, if you lost them, if you forgot them, come back up here. So first, what was the first reason? For me, I said that my first reason was that white Americans wanted Native Americans to assimilate. So again, how can I write that down again using slightly different words? I'm going to put that first reason. Second, whatever my second reason was. I'm not quoting here, so let me clarify that. I'm not quoting. I'm restating. I'm just saying again in my own words using slightly different words. Again, they should be the same reasons that I'm talking about in my thesis statement and that I've been talking about in my paragraphs. Okay? And then I can put lastly, whatever my last reason was, blank. You do not need to use these transition words. You can use whatever transition words you want to use. Nope, here. You've got all of these. Okay? So go ahead and pause. You're going to do that right now. You're going to restate your reasons. What were the reasons that you thought it was bias or the reasons that you thought it was financial gain? Go ahead and do that now. Okay. After you've stated your reasons, again, now we have a call to action. I do have a sentence frame for you for this one. You may use it. You don't have to use it, but you can. And then it is important to know what motivates injustice because blank. So what's the thing that you want your readers to take away? Let's say your readers read your essay and they're like, oh my God, you are so right. I absolutely agree with you. Now what? What do you want them to do? What do you want them to think? What should they do about it now? So how might this impact their lives? What do you want them to take away from this? It's important to know what motivates injustice because do you want them to do something? Do you want them to change their beliefs? Like, what do you want from them? Do you want them to protest something? Do you want them to call a representative? Do you want them to change the way they think? Do you want them to change the way they interact with people? Why do I care about the injustice that Native Americans have faced? Are Native Americans still around? Does it even matter anymore? That's what I want you to think about. Okay, what is your call to action? Now that you've got readers on your side and they agree with you, yes, I think it's because of bias, or yes, I think this happened because of financial gain, what do you want from them? And that's what you're writing down. Okay, so go ahead and pause and do that now, please. Thank you. Cool. So now that I'm done, that's what my final product should look like. I should have my claim, I should have my reasons, and I should have my call to action. Now, it does need to be color-coded this way, so I'm going to make sure that I change this. So in conclusion, this should be in yellow. My first, second, and third reasons, this should be in that purpley pink. And then this should be in orange. Cool. And then that's it. You make sure that you check your spelling and grammar. Cool, no suggestions available. Tight, that means that it's good. And then I can go ahead and turn it in. I can go back here and turn in. Fantastic. And then that's it. You're done with that paragraph. And oh my God, you're done with your rough draft. Yay!